Hey, live review. Excited and nervous. Hello, people. Hello, people in chat. Hello, people watching. Hello, people watching the replay. This is my first ever live hardware review. Could be interesting, could be problematic, but it's something I wanted to give a go, especially with times how they are out there in the big wide world, with that lovely virus kicking about. So I thought I'd give this a whirl, and it gives me a chance to interact with people and get a review done. Hello, Tracy. The review is of the SQ Topside. We'll be going up close with it with a different camera, which again could be interesting, but we shall see how it goes. Hello, John Whitaker. I'm good, my friend. I hope you're safe and well. And the family. Let's have a... It hits bloody well for a squonker. I'll cover the details when I go up close, which I'll jump straight into in a minute, and then I can interact on the final thoughts and everything else. Yeah. Glad to wear it, John. Glad to wear it. I am using the MTake V2 RDA with a half moon drip tip. Not part of the review. I just thought I'd mention what I was using on the top before I do the up close bit, because I'll have the RDA off for that section. So let me try and switch camera angle.
Where's the blanket got that?
I don't know. I'm live, Oliver. Go back in the house, please. Come here then. Come for a quick hug. There's the up close of the box. I can't see comments right now. There we go. Quickly, Oliver, please. Hello, Nick. Hello, Chris. There we go. Right. This is the SQ Topside. This is the box. I've got the black. It's obviously made with Dovpo and signature mods. Sides. Back, it's also with CVT. All the shenanigans. What you get in the box? TVC even. Vaping Chronicles. It's a vaping creation. There we go. Ryan Fro, still on a crusted crack. Good man. That's exactly what I'm using in this review. You take the sleeve off the box. Nice little pretty inlay. And then you get all the usual crap. Blah blah. Nice little screwdriver, actually comes in quite useful, and a little bag of spares. And they even give you a spare Squonk bottle, which I will come back to. And the mod. There we go. Quick tour around. You obviously have the signature SQ grip. Really comfortable. Top fill bottle, which takes a lot of the mess out of squonking with it being top fill. Absolutely cracking. I'll leave that off a second and we'll show you the goings on inside. That's the door off. Take my molly tail out. And the squonk bottle in, you just pop that little catch up and it pops out nice and easy. And there you go, that's the basic chassis. Both doors come off. The chassis is virtually identical to the SQ mods that was out before they did the links up. You'd never really tell the difference between it being made in China and being made here in the UK. Milled from a solid billet of aluminium. Rather nice. And I'll just point out, I'll get my little contacts, top and the bottom, and all the strip are actually all silver, which helps that hit. Now, I just want to point out, let's see if this works quite well. That little bit there, that little nubbin, is actually what goes into the top of the squonk bottle, just there. Because unlike most squonks, the bottles are directly under the 510. And then it goes through a little channel, through that tube, and straight in to the 510 that way. Really, really clever design. That's the locking mechanism just there. Any glue or exposed metals, well, you've got exposed metals on the contact, and the rest of it, Christopher, is all tucked away behind some 3D printed bit here. So it's good. There's no shorts on it, no nothing, no arcing or anything like that from it. Works really well. Obviously, you slap the back door on, and that shows you which way your battery goes, which is really, really nice. And the Squonk bottle. One big advantage of this Squonk bottle over lots of others is this metal strip, because it stops the bottle bulging. When you squeeze your Squonk, your bottle, a lot of them bulge out and pop the doors. Now, obviously, SQ and Topside have decided to put this strip in here, which stops that from happening, which is really quite clever. Self-adjusting 510, which is a change from SQ's normal way, which is really, really cool. Really cool. Good mechanism. Let me just put that back on there before I leak juice everywhere. Now, when you put your batteries in, it's actually really loose, and you think, what's going on here? But the actual pin of your RDA is what causes the connection between your ATI and the cell. You screw that down tight, and then you've got the connection, and it's ready to go. Just like that. Again, I'll show you that Squonk bottle. Obviously, a lot of the other ones, when you squeeze the bottle in, they bulge. Afternoon, Sean. Hope you're well. SQ is a UK company, Christopher. This one is made in conjunction with Dovpo. That's why it's got the Topside bit and a Topside fill. So these are actually manufactured in China, but there is the SQs that are UK made. I've just squonked all over it. That's annoying. And there you go, folks. That's the up close bit. Lovely design. 21700. I'll switch camera angle so you can all back up top. Kaboom. There we go. There's the up close. Really, really good, Nick. Square bottle, more capacity. Them silver contacts are just really, for a Squonk, it hits hard. I mean, I've had a paired Squonk, I've had SQ Squonks, I've had half moon Squonks, Geek Vape Squonks, loads of different type of Squonks. I quite like them. My biggest issue was the mess. From Willem, hello, Haley. Leakiness of it in general, it's not. That's the whole good thing with the top fill. With it having that port on the top where you fill it, there's none of taking the bottle out, squeezing it back on the contact, and things like that. It's just so simple and clean. It makes squonking clean. Just literally lift the catch, bottle comes out, internal connector to the feed. Yes, Scott. Hello, Ant. And the Eldred. Hope you're well, buddy. But yeah, it's just, it makes squonking clean. I mean, I know other Topsides have that ability, but they've not got the SQ quality. That's one thing Dovpo have really done, because Dovpo manufactured these, obviously, in their factory in China, and they've nailed the quality. The quality of it, you can't really tell the difference. I mean, I bounced this off a concrete floor, and it's just tiny chip of paint there on the corner, and that's it. That's off a concrete floor. Sean Toop, I am hoping to get the SQ Mono DNA 75C. I really, really am hoping to get something organised for one of them. Yeah, totally agree, John. The squonking, its practicality of it is superb. But with the other bottles, taking them off the connector to fill them up, yes, you can buy them normal fill bottles. But even they leaked Purge one came with one of them, and it just leaked like a bitch. It was horrible. Big question, but how's the in-hand feel? It fits. I can't get out of the way enough. With the grips, the finger grips, it's really natural. And 4-finger fire, it's just so comfy. And then your squonk, it's just natural for your thumb on the bottle. Breaking the bottles. Well, I thought of that, Ryan, because I gave you a spare one, which I haven't even used yet. So you can carry 2 flavours. It's a shame there's not a cap for that. That is one little downside of the setup. I'd have liked to have seen a cap for that, because then you could have had that filled and just carried that around with you. That would have been nice. I think most Squonkers leak a bit. Well, not really a drop in there. I've been using it all morning before I started the review. Yeah, it's nice and clean. T'other side. Yeah, there's a bit there. A bit round the top there. But I think that's more from the 510. That's annoying. I've not seen that there before. I wonder if that's loose. Oh God, they're tiny screws. I've just seen there's some moisture on the back, but that's the link plate that links the top of the juice bottle to the 510 across there. I wonder if them screws are a wee bit loose. Half a turn. Yeah, just slightly. Just with most plastic, yeah. Well, these just look solid. I know you've just got an SQ, Sean, to do your little bit of custom work on, which was looking great, buddy. Well, yeah. I suppose the big question is, would I go out and buy one if I lost it? Now, obviously, I did this review in conjunction with Vaporoni. Thanks, Elms. Would I go out and buy another one if I lost it? I probably would, you know. And I've had SQs and I've sold them on eventually for various reasons, mainly because of the leaking. The hit was always good enough on them. That's not a stupid build. That's a 0.1 ohm, just a flat wire 980 build. Nothing crazy, and I've just completely clouded out the camera. I saw the 217. What's this? It was far superior to what I've seen with bare wires, contacts. Yeah, it's mechanical, Christopher. There's no wires, there's no protection. It's basically like a tube, but it's using silver contacts in a shape like that. That goes from the bottom of the cell to the 510 at the top, which is really cool. For me, like I said, my biggest issue with Squonks, what's the voltage drop? It's the same as the SQ, which is under a volt of drop, which for a Squonk ain't too shabby. Ain't too shabby at all. I'm just trying to... Yeah, I think Vaporoni have actually sold out of these now. Blimey, bugger me. Yeah, they have. They have got the Topside Light, which I've not tried myself. But if it's anything like this, I mean, the top fill is just cracking idea. Ramp up's not really there. Pretty instant, that. Probably just burnt me cotton out. Hits well. I mean, I've got a molly. Excuse me. Mollytel in there. and I am vaping some, as we now calling it, custard crack. Hello, Tony Brad. I hope you're well, brother. Yeah, totally agree, Ryan Fro. Totally agree. They have come on leaps and bounds from when they first started. But when you first get one, and first try a squonker, you will flood it. You will over squonk and end up having it dripping out the holes. I've done it countless times. I still do it now. That's why I'm still wiping juice off it. And why I've always got a bit of tissue near me. It's just getting used to the bottle and how much you squonk it. It's the new Molly Cell, Christopher. 21700. They are probably the best performing 21700 cell. I'm glad you are, Tony. Out there for mechs at the minute, the Molly Cell, and they are specifically made for vaping use. Yeah, custard crack. I think they've sold out. I know everybody seems to have jumped on it. I seriously can't stop vaping the stuff. I think I just nicked that one up, and I think that's my 16th bottle in about 3 weeks. It is seriously nice stuff. John Whitaker, first one, keep vape. Every time you went to take the bottle out, batteries would fly out everywhere. You see, that's another advantage of the way they've designed this. Obviously, the bottle isn't in line with the RDA like all the others because the battery's there for the straight connection, which is a cracking idea. Less metal, less voltage drop loss, direct straight to the RDA, sealed bottle, no messing around taking your bottle out to fill it up, just top fill it. And it's really easy. Oh, Ryan. I'm glad you got straight on the second bottle, buddy. Yeah, sure. Molly Cell, buddy. Molly Cell for the win on the 21700s. Definitely. And it lasts for hours as well. And the drop, the sag, as the charge goes, it's really slow. Really slow. I do a shift at work for 9-10 hours, and I go through 2 cells max in a day on it. The Squonk device, I think it was 115 on Vapor only. Let me just have a quick check elsewhere. No, not that one. I think £115. Yeah, about £115 for the actual device. The Molly cells. Yeah, I've seen the doors shut and they look cracking, buddy. I hope that's the Molly cells, Scott. They're really good. Yeah, well, it does. That's the whole action of the bottle. But if you do hold the bottle in and keep it held in like I often do, then it will overflow, Tracy. Anthony's on the 30Ts. I used to like the 30Ts, but when they aged, the performance dropped really quickly. Really quickly. Yeah. You've got to think, 115 quid for a new one of these Topsides. The SQs, their own SQs, the UK made ones, I think they retail start at like 250. So the price point, yes, it's made in China and not the UK. But it's just, you can't really tell the difference in the quality of the build. Like I say, I've had 5 SQ Squonks, and you can't tell the difference in the quality. I'm just seeing what the SQs go for. I love that theme song. No. Why are some websites absolute garbage? You'll sort your coil out for a single coil, get a profile idea, work a treat that would. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the profile one, and I don't like single coils, personally. Um, they're in stock on the Signature Tips website, £115. Yeah, the SQ versions, you're looking 200 plus for some of them. 235. So these versions, is the topside versions, are generally about £60 cheaper new than the SQ UK made ones. You get the tanks with it. You mean the little bottles, Christopher? You get two of them with it. On the top, you just stick any RDA that's got a squonk pin, which is a little pin underneath, your 510 pin. If you get an RDA that's got a squonk pin, they're hollow, so you squeeze it and the juice flows through it and comes up onto your coils and directly onto your cotton. Really, really good idea. Hello, Tracy. I'm doing a live hardware review for the SQ Topside. In fact, I've pretty much done it. Only issues. See, I tried single coil swanking, and I like the hit of dual coils. The only single coil RDA that's specifically single coil that I've really enjoyed was the Death Trap. I wonder if that would fit on there. And the Pirate one I have. There's my Death Trap. I wonder if that'll fit on there. Yeah, Squonking. It's been around for a few years, and this is its second incarnation coming. Yeah, it holds 12 ml. Yeah, 12 ml of juice, the Squonk bottle. That's the Death Trap on it. That fits quite well. That would be my go-to. That actually looks quite nice. No overhang. That's I can't remember what size the Death Trap is. Death Trap 2. I think that's 26mm. Pretty sure it's 26mm. I'm sure Scott Leaning will tell me. Goons. I love and hate goons at the same time, Sean. Yes, they've got the nice clamps that I like, very similar to the Apocalypse ones. If I go in for that sort of RDA with them kind of clamps, I'd pick an Apocalypse, personally. It's just nice. But I'm really loving the M2. M2 V2 is bloody airy. Look at the airflow. That's the same both sides. It's massive. No, that's the big one, Scott. That's the big that's the original Death Trap. That's the Death Trap 2. I'm sure it won't take a 30. No, it's not a 30. I can't remember what size it was. I bloody reviewed it as well ages ago. I'm just checking if there's a Squonk pin. There is a Squonk pin. I'm going to stick that on later. There you go. Just for you lot, I'll try that later. In fact, I might re-wick it straight away after this. Exile over the Goon. Yeah, I don't think I ever got an Exile, Anthony. I've got a Vital. I've got my limited edition Thai ones. Batch 1 APOC, batch 2. No, I don't think I got an XR. Ryan. Yeah, kind of are, really. Kind of like an AOI. Well, it's not an AOI because it's not all in one. Because yeah, the MT definitely. Yeah, it's 26 cop. I thought it was, but that fits on there easy. So I'll switch that around later after I've finished having a chin wag. I can't remember if that fits in there. Oh, it does. It's a death trap with half moon on it. Quite nice. I like the death trap for single coil anyway. Oh, I'm just checking. It might be ready to go. Middle of the review. Well, not the middle of the review. I've finished it. Just gets past the top of fill stopper. That's very tight. Just gets past that. Oh no, that needs a rebuild. I ain't vaping on that. But there we go, folks. That's the review of the Squonk Topside. Squonk Topside, SQ Topside. Went quite well with the up close camera and the new tripod thing I've built, and yeah, I think we might have to do some more live reviews of hardware. Gives me a chance to interact with you all as well. MFG RDA. I don't actually know, Sean. Yeah, if people don't know, Scott won the giveaway I did in the Vaporonians group and got a mech life. But Squawk, that's your new name, Squawk. Scott likes a good stack, so he went and ordered the stack piece for it. It's now coming, he's still not got any power, so he can't share his pickings. Haha. England. Yeah, live on products. I will be doing more of them. Mainly because it saves my editing and it gives me a chance to interact at the same time as well. So I think I'll be doing some more live reviews like this. I quite like the format and it suits me and my work schedule at the minute as well. I'm really pleased you can't see what I'm using to screw this 510 pin in. Mitch, I hope you're well. Afternoon, buddy. I'll keep it running for a bit while I rebuild this death trap, I think. Still don't know where my bill stand's gone though, Sean, if you're still there. Mr. Toop, I need to hit you up for a new bill stand because I cannot find my bugger anywhere. I should really switch around. The MFG question. Armageddon manufacturing. What was the question? Exile of the Goon. Yeah, I know it's an Armageddon one, buddy. I've just never got one. I'm glad you are, Mitch. And thank you very much for the donation from the shop for the auction. Lovely. Where did I put that bugger? Where did I put that? Oh, it's down there. The Aegis X kit from Vape Castleford for the charity auction we're doing next month. Thank you very, very much. Top down, let's see this build. Do you want me to do this build live? I'm going to have to make the... Oh. I haven't got my coiling rod with me. I haven't got anything with me. I'm having to use a bloody pen now to change the pins. Let me see what I've got. Actually. You are. Yeah. So you want me to do this? No, you're not seeing the crap his state is in at the minute. The state of that. That's what was in there. I tried to think how long that's been sat in there as well. Too long. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, which one? MFG's second gen Apocalypse 25. Well, that's one of the first gen. That's my original, first ever owned Epoch. Batch 1, I believe. In brass. Then I have one of the very rare War of Vape ones. That's in titanium with a silver deck. Very rare one. Very, very nice. Then I have the other Mech Life titanium one. Again with a silver deck. That's not going to focus. But that's the Mech Life one. I have got an Exile somewhere. I'm sure I have. And then the Vital, which was basically the Gen 3 Epoch. Yeah, that's a flying screwdriver. Exactly what it is. I have got an Exile somewhere. I'm sure I have. Alright, so you want me to see me pop this building? How not to rewick an RDA? Well, I'm going to do it now anyway. So I'm switching camera. This cool. I wasn't expecting to be doing this within the middle of a review, but here we go. There's the Death Trap deck. When I can work out which way the camera is. There we go. So I'm going to try and pop this coil back in. Okay, maybe not doing live rewicking. Let me get off that. There we go. I end up stabbing myself. It's Ryan's fault. It's just a 980 flat build. I don't even know if I've got any cotton in here. Let me get that screwdriver. Don't want to stab myself. This is the little screwdriver that comes with the Topside kit. Quite a nice little bit of kit. Pulls the coil. Glowing quite nicely. Little quick strum. Don't really do that on a mech, by the way, people. Not the wisest thing in the world to do. There we go. To see if I have actually got. Oh, hello. Some cotton. I haven't used this in ages. Stick a bit of fusion cotton in. It's a bugger to work with, but it's decent cotton. I ain't no pro. I'm just a vapor who's lucky enough to get sent stuff to review. Bang. Yeah, it's not gone bang right. There we go. This knife got a pair of scissors on it. What sort of pen knife don't have scissors? Oh, no, it has. It has scissors that don't cut. Oh, no. Oh, this is torturous. What's this all about, Axif? I'm doing a live review, which has gone into a rewick of a Death Trap RDA for some reason. Kind of a tangent. It's vaping products, Axif. If you're not interested in vaping products, you're in the wrong place, buddy. Just fluff that out. There we go. Let's flip it back up top. Get away from that. Kaboom. Hello. Back up top. Get that cotton wet. Let it break in a bit. No, I like to do scissors and then fluff, even not floof. Vic's a floofer. I'm a fluffer. There you go, Death Trap. That's actually not bad. Should have let the cotton soak a bit longer. Not too bad at all. There we go. Right. That really went off on a tangent. Yeah, I perhaps need to control that a bit better if I do another hardware live review and not respond to everyone asking to do a rewick. It's not too shabby for a single coil. Right, thank you guys in the chat for watching. I will do more live hard reviews. Please hit the like on this video on YouTube. That would be awesome. Well, yeah, I suppose I don't mind going in tangents. We're going for 40 minutes now. My hardware reviews I aim to do in 15 because people get bored and switch off. But this is live. So, yeah, I'll do more live hardware reviews and see how they go. And some juice reviews coming up as well, which will be cool. I quite like that. That's not bad for a single. Yeah, get the Death Trap 2. Single coil. Yeah, enjoyed it. A bit of a laugh. I will do more. I will. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. Don't forget the LXV. Don't forget the big LXV Expo coming up. Everything else coming up. Wah! Right, I'm off. Bye, folks. I haven't even got an outro uploaded. So I'll just say thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Yada, yada. Thank you very much. Bye-bye for now, people. Try it.